What's going on, everybody out in YouTube land, and welcome back to another episode of GBA. In this episode, I'm going to do something a little bit different than what I've done in the past. I'm actually going to do a mail call episode. So I've been wanting to do this for a little while now, I just haven't gotten around to doing it. So I think I'm going to start this little series on the channel, basically where I'm opening up packages that I've received that day in the mail. Pretty basic concept, but I like watching people unbox stuff and unpackage stuff, so I figured I would give it a try and see how you guys like it. Leave a comment down below if you like this kind of video, or if you absolutely hate it. I would love to know your opinions on it, because ultimately I'm doing this for you. These packages, I kind of know what I got, but I don't know what I got. I typically buy a decent amount of stuff online, so I'm not exactly sure when this stuff is going to get delivered. So although this is not a surprise, technically it kind of is, because I don't know what's in these packages. So today we're going to be unboxing 9 packages that I received in the mail today. All these videos won't be this large of a number of packages. Sometimes it just seems like everything gets delivered on the same day. So let's go ahead and get this started so we can get through this video. And I'm not going to do these in any particular order or anything like that. So, just as a forewarning, some of this stuff might not be video game related on these episodes because I collect other stuff, like comic books and different things like that. So you might see some different things on this series than actual video games, but it's just because I like different stuff. So I hope you guys like that part of it too. So the first package is this one. Pretty standard envelope here. So let's tear into this and see what we've got. Looks like it's a Master System game. Alright, so we have, for the Sega Master System, Cloud Master. So I'll be honest, I don't know too much about this game, but as I'm sure some of you guys know from some of my previous videos, I'm on a big Sega kick right now, especially for the Master System and the Sega CD. So I'm definitely excited to get and try out Cloud Master for the Sega CD. And it says this is an action game, which some of my favorite games are action platformers, so I'm definitely excited to give it a try. So yeah, we've got Cloud Master on the Sega Master System. Alright, moving right along, we've got another envelope, and a pretty standard mailing envelope here. I'm just realizing I didn't get anything to cut open these packages, so some of them might be a little bit more difficult than others, but we'll get through this. Alright, this is Game Boy games, it appears like. And if this is what I think it is, these are some pretty awesome games. This envelope is making a mess, so I'll definitely have to clean that up when I get done with this. So if I remember correctly, I think I purchased 4 of the Mega Man games on the Game Boy, so that's what this should be. They're all in their little cases, so I'll pull it out there. So first up we have Mega Man 3 on the Game Boy. I've been wanting to get the Mega Man games for a while, but I'm sure some of you guys might know these actually go for a pretty decent amount of money online. But I purchased these 4 in a lot, and I got a decent deal on them. Not a steal by any means, but a decent deal. So we have the original Mega Man. We have Mega Man 4. And last but certainly not least, we have Mega Man 2. So yeah, that's 4 of the Mega Man games. I know I'm missing the 5th one, which just so happens to be the most expensive one in the bunch, but I'll pick it up eventually. It's not like a race to the finish line or anything like that. But yeah, guys, very, very happy to add these 4 Mega Man Game Boy games to my Game Boy collection. My original Game Boy collection is about to go over 100 titles, so I'm pretty excited for that. Alright, moving right along, we've got another mailer envelope here. Looks like another Master System game. We have Alex Kidd: The Lost Stars. So I've never played this Alex Kidd game, so I'm not really particularly sure what it's all about. This one doesn't have the manual, but I don't really care if it has the manual or not. But still excited to add this and give it a try and see what it's like. Most of the Alex Kidd games are platformers, which I love. So if you know much about this game, please leave a comment down below and tell me about it, because I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to play it. But yeah, so I'm adding Alex Kidd: The Lost Stars to the collection. And like I told you guys in a few of my other videos, I don't like collecting loose Sega Genesis, Sega CD, or Sega Master System games. I really like at least having the cases for these games, so I don't buy them loose typically. There are a few exceptions here or there. But unlike Nintendo, I don't mind at all collecting loose NES, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64 games. But for some reason, I just love the clamshells that the Sega games came in. And I really, any CD-based system, I hate collecting disc only. So I at least get the cases for those as well. Like I said, for most of them, there are some exceptions where I'll print out the artwork and make my own cases. Alright, so moving right along, we've got another envelope here. I think this one is a Sega CD game. And it's one that I've been looking to add. I'm pretty excited to get this. They put some saran wrap on it, so I'm going to get that off here. Sounds like the disc is loose in here too, so I'm going to put that back in. Disc still looks like it's in good shape. So yeah, guys, so for the Sega CD, I've got The Adventures of Batman and Robin. So I've heard quite a bit of good things about this game, so I've been looking to put it in the collection. This game does go for a decent amount of money. It's not overly expensive, but I've heard this one's actually pretty fun, and it's different from the 16-bit consoles, the standard consoles. So I'm definitely excited to give this one a try and play it for a while and see how I like it. So The Adventures of Batman and Robin on Sega CD. Like I said, very, very happy to add this to my Sega CD collection. Alright, moving right along, we have a box. This is the only box in today's video. Everything else came in envelopes, it appears like. So let's go ahead and pull this apart and see what's in here. Looks like we have a Nintendo 64 game and a PlayStation 2 game. So let's do N64 first. I didn't know this was coming with the manual, so that's just an added bonus. But we have Tetrasphere for the Nintendo 64. So I am going for a complete set of Nintendo 64 games. It's just been a slow journey because it's not the #1 system I like to pick games up for, but I do get them when I see decent deals online. And here's the manual for Tetrasphere. I don't keep the manuals for games, so I'll probably end up bundling this and selling it somewhere. Because I put all the manuals I get in a pile, and when I get enough of them, I usually just sell them off. So yeah, so really happy to add this Nintendo 64 game. And next up is a PS2 game. We have Serious Sam Next Encounter. So I don't typically pick up single PlayStation 2 games very often, but I've heard some good things about this game, so I definitely wanted to add it to my collection and give it a try and see how I like it. So it's in pretty darn good shape. It's complete. And it wasn't overly expensive, so definitely glad to add this to my PS2 collection. Alright, so we've got another envelope here. Appears like we've got another Sega CD game, guys. Oh, and this is one that I'm pretty stoked to get. This is a Sega CD game. Unfortunately, it did not come with the manual. But in a future one of these episodes, you might see the manual coming because I went online and I purchased the manual separately to complete this. This looks great. So for the Sega CD, we have They. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it. I'm honestly not exactly sure. But this is a game that I've been looking to add. And like I said, this is missing the manual, but I got this for a great price. And I went ahead and bought the manual, so I should have that soon enough. So yeah, guys. This is definitely one that I've been looking to add. I've heard this is a great game, so I look forward to spending some time with this. I'm not the hugest RPG fan, but if it does catch my attention, I do like them quite a lot. So yeah, guys, They for the Sega CD. Like I said, if I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm sorry. Alright, so we've got an envelope here. Looks like another Sega CD game. Shocker, right? So for the Sega CD, another one that I'm pretty stoked to add. I actually really enjoy wrestling. It's one of my favorite pastimes. I'm really enjoying AEW right now. I think the show is fantastic. But for the Sega CD, we have Rage in the Cage. So I've never actually played this, so I know little to nothing about it, but I do love 90s wrestling games. So I'm definitely excited to put this in and try it out. It looks like it's got a decent roster from the people on the back, and you know, the graphics are typical for the time period, but it looks good. So definitely happy to have this, and can't wait to test it out. Rage in the Cage for Sega CD. Alright, next up, I know exactly who sent this, but I don't know what game it is. This package is from Limited Run Games, so this is more than likely a Switch game. I can't remember if I purchased any PS4 games recently from them, but like I said, I don't know what game this is. I didn't get no email saying that they were shipping something, so this is going to be a surprise. So for the Nintendo Switch, we have River City Girls. So this is actually a game that I was really excited to get when I found out they were releasing this. Some of you guys might know, some of you might not, but this is kind of like a sort of a sequel to River City Rampage on the NES. But it's a side-scrolling beat-em-up game. So if you enjoy those, I've heard this is pretty good, so maybe give it a shot. I know you can get this digitally for a decent price. I know Limited Run ain't selling this anymore, so you can't really get this copy of it. But definitely excited to add this. I like the foil kind of cover on the game. So the foil artwork does look really good. There's some more stuff in here. So we have the card, which if you purchase games from them, they always send you a little collectible card. I don't really do anything with these. I kind of just put them inside the game with them. I know some people really do like collecting these and they put them in books, but not me. And there's something else in here. Oh wow, I didn't know they were sending this with the game, but we have the original game soundtrack for River City Girls. So yeah, I had no clue this was included in the price of the game, so I will add this with the game to my collection. So pretty cool stuff there, and a gift I wasn't really expecting. Alright guys, looks like we are down to the last package. And I'm pretty sure I know what this is. So we're not going to end on the brightest note, but still, I think there was some good stuff in this episode. So this is PS4 games. I bought this lot online because I got them for really cheap. I think I ended up paying about $3 a piece for these games. And I wanted this lot for one specific game, and I'll let you know why in a second. But all four of these games were decent games. So for the PS4, we've got Uncharted 4, which is subtitled A Thief's End. The Uncharted games are so much fun. If you guys haven't played those, please give them a shot. I mean, it's not nothing that you can play quick. You know, you need to put some time into them. But it's definitely a good franchise, and it's fun to play. Alright, so next up we have Paragon. I don't know anything about this game, so I can't really give you no suggestions or recommend it or anything like that. But yeah, for $3, I figured why not. So next up we have Ratchet and Clank. I really love this series of games. I can highly recommend these. Like a 3D platformer, really, really fun. So yeah, Ratchet and Clank on the PS4. And the game I wanted most out of this slot, I know this game wasn't received well, but I do want to try it. I have never played it. And I heard that once they started adding stuff, it's actually pretty good. We have No Man's Sky for PS4. And another reason why I wanted to pick this up now is, I'm not totally for sure, but I think they added a VR mode in this game. And I'm a sucker for VR gaming, so I definitely want to try this out in VR if I get a chance. So yeah, guys, so those are the 4 PS4 games that I got in that lot, and I'm happy to add those to my collection. I think I already have Uncharted 4. I'll have to double check, but this might be part of a giveaway in the near future. I'm not sure if I have it. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of GBA and watching this mail call. I really love unboxing these packages because, like I said, it's kind of a surprise. I don't know exactly when this stuff is coming, so I love opening it. And a lot of these games I've been waiting to get for a while, so I'm happy to have them. And I'm glad you guys decided to join me and open these packages. If you guys haven't yet, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really, really helps me out and helps out the channel. I'd love to continue to see this channel grow, so if you could help me out, that would be absolutely fantastic. And guys, I think I'm going to go play some of these games. So until next time, I'll see you later.